Good morning, students. Hope you are good today. So, let's start chapter number 3 Roman numerals, class 3rd mathematics. So, in the previous section, we read some of the chapter, like we read about the Hindu Arabic numbers, international numbers, Devanagari numbers, and also we need about the Roman numerals. We read this line which is about the Roman numerals, the indication given to the international numbers, such as 1 is represents to 1, v represents 5, x represent 10, and there is no symbol for the 0 as it is written here. Now all other numbers are written as different combinations of these symbols. The main symbols are these, and all other numbers are written from these only by representing this. So let's start with the rules for Roman numerals. So let's begin. The first rule is repetition of symbols represent the number obtained by adding it to itself as many times as it is repeated. When we repeat these symbols, it shows that we are repeating the when we repeat these symbols, it shows that we are adding the number to the represented number. So how it's work, as you can see, if I and I is 2 times here, which means we have to add it. It's added. So I represents 1, and 1 if we plus it, it gives 2 out. Like this, I, it's represent 3. How? 1 plus 1 plus 1 represents 3. X in x is equals to 10. Now here you have to mind one thing, that this I represents 1, V represents 5, and X represents 10. Now if these number repeats, which means that they are if these number repeats, which means that they are adding the numbers these. Okay, so moving forward like this, as you can see there, so 10 plus 10, as I said you, x represent 10, so 10 plus 10 will be 20, and 10 plus 10 plus 10 it represents to 30. Now moving forward, symbols V, L and D are not repeated. As you can see, V which means 5, L which means 30, and D which means 500. These symbols are not repeated at all. Now any symbol cannot be repeated more than 3 times. We cannot repeat one symbol more than 3 times. As we write here 1, 2, 3, for the 4, like we write here 1, 2, 3, like this. So for the fourth number, we will write V, 1, 1V. Okay, let's move forward. When a smaller numeral is written on the left of the bigger numeral, it is subtracted from the bigger numeral. This shows that, I will give you there are some examples, just look at them. This I tell you that V represents 5. Now 5 is bigger than 1, so the 1 is written at the left side of the 5, so it could be minus from 5. So when we minus 5 from 1, it becomes 4. As I said you, the 4 is written as this. As I said, that V represents 5, and something written on the left side of a bigger numeral, like I have written here 1, so 1V, it could be 5 minus 1. The 5 is this and the 1 is this, it represents 4. So what it be? This is the 4. Got me? Moving forward, 1x, it represents 9. How? The x is 10 and it is bigger, the 1 is smaller and it is written on the left side, so it could be minus. 10 minus 1 equals to 9. So moving forward, I can be subtracted from v and x only. So it is a pickup which said we can subtract I from v and x only with 5 and 10 only, not other symbol. Third, when a smaller numeral is written on the right of a bigger numeral, it is added to the bigger numeral. As we read that if the bigger numeral have some smaller numeral in the left side, it could be minus. But when a bigger numeral have something on the right side, it becomes plus. So 5 plus 1 equals to 6. So this is the symbol of 6. Got me? This is the symbol of 6. Some examples we are here. Like this, v plus 1, it's v represents 5 and 1 represents 1. This is 6. X represents 10 and the 1 represents, this I represents 1. So 10 plus 1 is equals to 11. Moving forward to the fourth rule, when a smaller numeral is written between two numerals of bigger value, it is subtracted from the right side numeral. When a smaller numeral like this 1 is written between two bigger numerals, it is subtracted from the right side numeral. Now here देखो, this is the smaller numeral 1 written in the between of two bigger numerals which are 10 and 10. So this number will be subtracted from the right side which we has 10. So 10 plus 1 plus 10 plus 10 minus 1. So it could be 10 plus 9 is equals to 19. This represents 19 here. Such as, let me explain you this. L1x. L1x. How will we write it? The L1x, like L represents 50 and the 1 is the smaller between two big numerals, so it could be minus from the right side. And what is the right side one? 10. So it could be 10 minus 1. Plus is 50. 10 minus 1, 9. 50 is added to it and it represents 59. So this symbol represents 59. Got me? As usual, this represents 24. So we will read further in the next section. Hope you all like it. Thank you.